What's going on, everybody? It's me, RDV, and I'm here with Eric Breen. Wishing him all the best right now. Eric is not feeling got some dentist problems right now, so he will not be talking as much. So if you wanted to answer him a question, please do so in the form of super chat. Oh, what is up, One Slick? What's up, Eva Black Cat? Maranya? Jay? All right, anybody else who's going to be tuning in a few minutes here? I was going through my pull list. Not many books that I'm looking to pull this week. Um, like Elseworlds is coming out. There's Elseworld books, but like as far as new books, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, there's not many in industry that's coming out, unfortunately. Uh, but well, with that being said, I'll share my screen here. I'll get this going. Present here. Wow, the spite in your tone when you said my name. I didn't call your name. I said your name. That's it. All right. So Jade. All right. Jay, I'm so glad you're here. Is that better? I don't like that. Look at next week. It's not gonna make her, dude. Evil Black Cat brings a point. Next week it's gonna suck because I have a lot more books pullable next week. All right.
It's always that way.
Yep. End of the month. Everything I like is always pushed back to the end of the month. So then it goes from like, oh, you're gonna have 4 books this week. Next week you're gonna have 26 because everything gets pushed for whatever reason. I mean, if people are late on comic books, you probably should announce the books that they're releasing until they're done. But whatever, delays happen. All right, sir, what is your number 5 this week?
Batman Silent Night.
Right there. How are you liking this so far?
It's just fun. That's all it's supposed to be. That's all it needs to be.
Honestly, yeah. I have a little higher on my list. I'm going basic, yeah. By when I'm pulling my books, I'm a little more excited for this because it doesn't need to be complex. It just needs to be entertaining, and that's what it is. And Zatanna, fishnets, mistletoe in her hat, has a little Santa cape, I'm liking it. Art's good on this. Lucas Kender's been good. Jeff Harker is a very interesting and very witty writer. So I'm always looking forward whenever he does stuff for DC. And there's a 1 in 25. It's not card variant. Which is all right, but why is... The only thing I don't like is that... What is Batman doing? Is he stealing a bunch of sugar cubes? Oh, they're presents. Why aren't they colored?
They're all going to Zach.
Oh man. What's up, Brian? He's saying that Silent Night is one of his as well. Yeah. Like I said, no doubt this is one of the better books up there. We get Dr. Mist. Apparently here we're gonna have, I don't know who the Extrano is. Extrano. Read it both ways. But Gentleman Ghost was in last issue. Anytime I get to see a Gentleman Ghost or Felix Faust, it's always fun. And you got Zatanna and so Baron Winters, which I've never really encountered him before in my readings. So,
Well, you know where he's from, right?
No, I don't. Oh no! Oh yeah, Batman Outsiders, right?
No, remember from previous auctions that series Night Force that Trusty was always trying to find that elusive issue.
Okay.
They have 14 issues, 1983, or about 83, I think it was. It was Marv Wolfman and Gene Colan. The team did Tomb of Dracula.
Nice.
It's a good read. I recommend it. And then I didn't care a whole lot for the second iteration in the 90s. Although honestly, I don't remember it. But I went back and got all of the original series. And like I said, if you can find a trade, or it's dollar box fodder. So I mean, if you come across them, it's worth it.
Okay. Right. It says we all deserve coal. I deserve the most coal. And I got to get myself some heat in here. You know? It's we're back down to 27. We went from like 50 something yesterday. Whew.
Yeah, 2 day cold snap, and then back up into the 50s.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's well tonight. I think it's supposed to be all the negative wind chills. For me, it's supposed to get cold. Alrighty, my number 5 this week. I'm going a little bit less Christmas this time. I'm gonna scroll down, and hopefully it's higher on the list, which I don't think it will be. Let's go down further. A little further. Keep going. I just saw it the other day. There you go. All the way at the bottom of the list is Hexiles. Number 2. Cullen Bunn's next horror issue chapter in their horror anthology. Children of Jameson Creel want nothing to do with each other, nor did they want anything to do with the bargains their father struck on their behalf. That's right. He sold their souls to the devil. And what they want, though, means nothing, because the forces of hell are intent on collecting which is owned to them. And kind of survival, because they all have different powers and stuff, too. They all have their own with their special abilities. As far as I know, 2 of them are dead at the end of the first issue. Can't remember. But well done, well drawn, and I'm just liking it. You know, it sells me in the book, you know. And the cover gives me I'll give that a creepy 9.
Mm.
Can you imagine if you had a Christmas tree behind him? Exiles Christmas. Hex the halls. All right. But that's my number 5 this week.
Okay, my number 4 is Batman Dark Patterns.
Ooh, the new Dan Waters book.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Honestly, from what we saw, the little sample in the back of the books last week, I think it's going to be good. Set during the early adventures of Batman's career, Batman Dark Patterns delves into 4 mysterious cases. Wow. Wait, are they going to have standalone issues with cases? Cool. He attempts to cement his place as Gotham City's protector, while the city itself fights back against him. This is
Not
the Dark
tonight,
Knight.
kid.
This is the Dark Knight's detective as his most stripped down core, a man relying on his wits, his skills, and a little else as he tackles some of the most twisted mysteries in Gotham City and his protector have ever covered.
Gotham City!
Yeah. You know how hard it is to not say that on an Extreme Movie Show when Rob just goes city after city after city after city, and just like, it's not the place. Yes. So case 1, We Are Wounded. A series of sickeningly gruesome murders has sent shockwaves through Gotham. Are these random works of a serial killer, or is something more sinister at play? Batman attempts to get to the bottom of the mystery before any more victims are claimed. Yeah. Dan Water needs to cut that hair if he wants to be in this house.
Well, he's doing it to look hot for Triona Farrell.
And Frank's offended for that reaction. I don't know, man. Like, Frank's stuck between a rock and it's rock's better. But alrighty though.
And I'm going to say it again. Ariana Turturro put a little effort into it.
It's Adrian, actually. I think it was either Alex or Adrian, what his actual real name is. But
Yeah. Like I said, that's a dude with eyeshadow.
Yep. It's a guy who loves Sandra Bullock too much. He wanted to be Sandra Bullock. All right. So that is your number 4. My number 4, where I go right into, is Green Lantern number 18. Looking forward to more to this. Obviously, not a fan of the girl with the freaking goggle in her face. That lantern girl.
JoJo Mullen's fine ass. She'll never not be that. After first time I heard Wes say that, that's her name for good.
JoJo Mullins. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. See what's going to go on with this because Jeremy Adams has been good. He's on fire, man. Zermanigo's art is sick. I love it. Theros has arrived on Oa, hell-bent on destroying everything in his wake, only with Jor-El Jordan and the other lantern stopping. Meanwhile, Kyle uncovers the secret of the Source Lantern as Varan moves to gain his power up for its own. The Green Lantern universe flies towards a new status quo as our heroes contend with the nefarious forces gathered against them. Kyle, go ahead.
Am I the only one that really wants to hear Higgy say Oa?
Well, how does he pronounce it?
Well, no, I mean, the way when he does Italian names.
Oh,
I mean, I mean, it's perfect for him.
I'm just like Source Lantern, Source Ball, DC, or you're running out of stories.
Well, at least they don't have a Source Force yet.
It's coming yet.
But that's
we're the people.
Every color of the rainbow lanterns is their Speed Force.
You know what's going to happen? He's going to end up going to the Source Ball and figuring out that, oh my gosh, there's a whole civilization in the Source Ball. We thought it was a prison, but it's actually there's a whole population down there, and they're oppressed because we keep launching people into the Source Wall. But then I guess there's Mark Spears is doing a connecting variants, which is kind of cool. Kind of old school kind of style for the clothes. Wow, I never noticed that Hal Jordan wears a tank top for his uniform. That's what it looks like.
Well, he doesn't, but it does look like it in that painting.
Here's the other part. Here, hold on. Let me go. Yeah, and he's got boobs.
Hey, look who's down
there. I know.
It's JoJo Mullen's fine ass.
It's Marge, right? Marge Simpson. That hair.
Oh, Howie.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
Why does she only have one pants leg and the other one's a short? Is that an LL Cool J reference?
Hell if I know.
This is just weird. And I don't like how they make him look effeminate. This is all right for a stocking card thing for kids. If you're doing Kid Lantern, I guess. Christmassy and stuff, but
I guess
I'll just stick with the main cover. It's $1 cheaper. But yep, that is my number 4 for this week. Am I switching?
No, you don't have to switch because my number 3. This is on my list, but my number 3 is Exiles, and we've already talked about that.
All right.
I like the first issue a lot, and I guess it's enough to be number 3. But I only have 6 books total, so I mean it's pretty much right there in the top of the middle.
All right. And my number 3 we already talked about. That was Batman Silent Night. Very solid movie, or not solid movie, solid book. Never read the first time around, so
didn't need to.
No, I mean, I heard that Superman turned into Krampus, was possessed by Krampus. Yeah. That's all I need to know. And they saved the day and they defeated him. And Krampus makes a cameo in the last issue. And then, all right, where are we going for your number 2 or number 3?
My number 3 is Green Lantern number 18. So we talked about that. So
and my number 2 is Batman Dark Patterns. I got a feeling we got a lot of the same books this week. Mm-hmm. All right, so that was my number 2 is Batman Dark Patterns, which we already talked about. What else was on your list for this week?
Well, Yeah, since we're already recapping, hope there's a lot of trades. um, Number 6, Defenders of the Earth. Number 5, Batman Silent Night. Number 4, Batman Dark Patterns. Number 3, Batman Green Lantern. Green Lantern. And that was no, Hexhouse 3, 2, Green Lantern, and number 1, Space Ghost.
Aha.
So it's
Nice.
arguably my favorite book being published today. So it just keeps getting better.
And it's an ongoing. It's not a mini series. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Dynamite has been doing pretty well. I'm not sure how many people are buying Thundercats, but I'm enjoying Thundercats. It's isn't the best book gripping through. I have to buy it every week. It's doing a decent story for me, but it sounds like this is the case for you with David Pose, Becky. Basically, like you just are so excited to read the next issue. You're enjoying it.
Space Ghost and Johnny Quest from Dynamite and Dick Tracy and Flash Gordon from Mad Cave. I can't remember the last time there were 4 licensed properties, for lack of a better term, that I've looked forward to every month. This is, you probably have to go back to like 2010 when I think Dynamite had a great Shadow book going, a great Spider that was written by David Liss. And I'm sure there were a couple other ones at the time, but I never thought we'd see it again in 2024.
I'm looking at the chat here. Well, it was never as efficient when Zach was around. How fast we've gone. Let's get some of the comments here quickly. Now we can use coal dust, Miranda, with no practical use. She said it's 49 degrees here, expecting rain tomorrow. Hey, it's just glad you don't have snow and then have rain. That sucks. Dan Water is better than is better but red in one shot. Is that Unday Quinn saying? I don't know. I've read some of the stuff he's done, but I think this will be nice. What we got here? Too much. A long-term writer for a short-term writer. Oh, Brian says he's more a hard cover snob. Okay. Anything else? Defenders, Space Ghost, and Conan are on my poll this week. Says Brian. Cool. And what's up, Mike's Total Dragon channel? He says it's refreshing to see Dynamite try and be a legit company instead of just trying to be a Vampirella and Red Sonja variant factory. I hear you, dude. I am not a fan of the variants. Like if you want to do the pinups, put them up on the thing and do like, here's your pinups. That's there if you want to buy it. Like the Xenoscope does that. If you want to, they actually have calendars and all that stuff. They lean into that. Dynamite has actually been doing with Red Sonja. Has been good with having Torn Grunbeck has been writing it. It's been awesome. And like I said, it's no secret that I do not like Christopher Priest's writing on Red Sonja or even on Vampirella. The guy sucks at writing. He might have been a different story back in the day, writing Black Panther, and people liked his Deathstroke, but you put him on a Dynamite series, the guy just puts Michael B. Jordan into it, Killmonger, every single time. I'm not kidding. I implore you to go look. He also was writing Vampirella's younger sister, who was in the body of an underage minor and had her being drawn sexy when she's in the minor's body. I was just like drawing her like risque, like that stuff like Vampirella wears. I'm like, you do realize she's underage. You know, it was kind of weird, creepy. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Christopher Priest. We are here to talk about some cool books. And so that was your number 1 book for the week is Space Ghost.
Yep.
I am going to be going over to, I'll give a little recap for mine. Number 5 was Hexiles by Cullen Bunn. Number 4 was Green Lantern, number, I believe, 19? 18. Batman Silent Night, number 3, which has got a weekly comic book coming out. Every week they're releasing them. And number 2 was Batman Dark Patterns, the new Dan Waters book. A new Batman book, because some of you are probably rolling your eyes. Oh, it's another Batman book. Honestly, out of the 2 are out right now, Detective Comics and current Batman run, I'm looking for Elseworlds Batman, or just something set apart from the main continuity. And my number 1 for this week, as it should be, is Transformers number 15. I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, that looks like a giant Devastator or something. I don't know who that's supposed to be on the cover, but sound. I guess it's Soundwave, but it can't be. He's got a helicopter thing, so it makes me wonder who it is. It's a guy who turns into a helicopter. But Soundwave moves to finish the war with Autobots, and all of Earth will suffer. Meanwhile, Optimus Prime and Wheeljack search for the answers to a mystery that may change everything they know. Jay probably knows who it is. But yeah, they don't list them in here. But Tongo and Sento covers. There's a lot here. I mean, then they got the connected covers. Now this kills me too, because these are probably $30 a piece. So you're paying $60 for 2 covers to make a 1 photo. Where I'm like, I'll go with the 1 in 25. That's cool. I like seeing like blueprints like this. Those are one of my favorite covers. Something you see on the back of the actual box the toy comes in. Then there's Carl Keschel. Or sorry, Kerschel. I always say doing his own with Rumble. So, and then what else we got here? 1 in 50, which I thought was kind of crazy. Like a Cybertron, so. But Jorge Corona, spoiler variant. Not sure who that's supposed to be. Like I said, Jay, if you're watching, if you know who these characters are, there's like this cover. I don't care who you know who this is on the cover here. Who that's supposed to be? It's marked as spoiler cover variants. Or if you know who the helicopter is. I remember in the Michael Bay movie they had a helicopter dude. It looks like a helicopter kind of because you got the little thing here. Do you know who that is? Trailbreaker? That is the helicopter? Yeah. I don't know. I get a kick out when I have like they bring in like the Connecticons or what they're called, or Constructicons. They have like Devastator and stuff. And then there's another one called I think Tidal Wave. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to this. And it's like I said, every time I look at Russ Wooten, I think it's Cullen Bunn. He's just turning his head aside. But yeah. So Trailbreaker is the other truck. Then who is the helicopter guy? There was one in the Michael Bay movie. I thought he had a name. It's Reach Around from the what? Even Black Cats? Swindo. One of the combinations. Okay. Combaticons. Okay. Like I said, I hope this is good. And I know Jay is a big Transformers fan. He's enjoying this as well. All right. Oops. I want to log in.
Did you notice that we had the same 2 through 5, just in different orders, but
yeah,
we're not getting each other's number ones?
No. It's I mean, this is where we part. Yeah, because you're not a Transformers guy, But if Zach would be here, you're like, oh my gosh, how are you not getting the Ultimate Universe? You're in when you're in. You know why? I'll tell you why. When I click on it, and it'll show you who's writing it. Denise Camp and Chris Condon.
Yeah, and it's not going over very well.
Yeah. Clock is ticking down to Maker's arrival. Denise Camp, Denise, I'm going to start calling him from now on, flips the narrative on Ultimates. Really? He's going to make him conservative? And exists inside the Maker's Council. And Heroes of the Ultimate Universe are the only ones who have been preparing for the return of the Maker. And the clock is ticking down. And then as also the situation for a second year of Ultimate line includes the debut of the Ultimate versions of 2 major Marvel characters. All right, debut. So one was Wolverine. They already announced that, which I don't know how. This is a prequel. Yeah, story. Because Wolverine's dead in the main universe or the Ultimate Universe. And then I don't know. Like they show variants here. Is it gonna be Omega Red or something or Viper? I don't know.
Yeah, Undead, more like too old. I was already in my 20s
So
when that started.
yeah. So I'm thinking for this, the two main characters are gonna, new characters we're gonna have old Nick Fury, obviously on the cover because that'd be clickbait if he doesn't show up. But I don't know. I'm afraid to see what they do to Nick Fury in this universe. If it's Hickman, I'd have more excitement for it, but it's not Hickman. Hickman handed it off to somebody who's a lesser writer than him. And Chris Condon, man, he has a tendency to go the same crappy path that is Denise Camp does. Starts his political ideologies in the books.
See, I was too old to get that.
Yeah. Swindles the Jeep. Oh, okay. All right. I want to Dustin Nugent. Transformers now, so it's on to Quinn. Bruticus is my favorite combiner. Blah, blah, blah. And I think that Onslaught, Brawl, and Blast Off are the other Combaticons. Ooh, Onslaught? Wow. I didn't know that they had that Marvel right character there. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Denise Camp. Denise, I'm gonna say that. He doesn't get the full respect anymore. Action Comics, there's just too many super people on there. Last Son of Krypton. Yeah. What else got going here? Storm with Rogue. What? X Factor? But they're Ghost Riders? That's weird. Hey, look, it's Lord Kenny Wolverine. Scarlet Witch #7, Dazzler. Wow, that Terry Dodson art. It's like they try to like get you in there so you open up. Oh, look at vampires. DC vampires versus World War V. I sold those books. I got money. I got because I had.
Yeah, I heard.
They're taking up space, and I'm getting more trades now. I'm putting trades away and stuff, and there's like runs I don't need to keep anymore for those things. Lois Lane, Woman of Steel. Hey, I hope it turns out to be a good story, but once again,
Who's writing it?
oh, it's your buddy, isn't it? Isn't it? It's Jason Aaron. That's Josh Williamson.
Oh, Joshua Williamson. Okay, well the yeah, I'll look through it now that I know it's him writing.
It's basically reveal how she got her powers. You're paying $6 to find out 40 pages to figure out how she got her powers.
Yeah, I didn't say I was going to get it, but I may look through it.
Guest starring the Atom, Mr. Terrific, Supergirl, and Silver Banshee. You gonna get this cover where they just openly mock him and with bad art too?
Well, no, that's a callback to Superman 78.
Where Lois Lane was Superwoman, she carried him.
No, when he was carrying her, and he's going, "I've got you. Who's got you?"
I know,
but yeah, no,
that's what I mean.
No, that's past.
Mark Spear is doing another cardstock variant. Lois Lane versus Lobo, which doesn't make any sense because Lobo actually turned over a new leaf. But honestly, the main cover is the best cover. What I'm seeing. I love these divided covers. Reminds me of the old school ones. Remember they had like different panels? People call them panel covers, but I like this. Alrighty. Yep, but that is that one. And we'll go over here. And Conan, I'm getting this. This is out this week too. It's coming out this week as well. Black Lightning, not getting that. That's not really good. Great. Oh, I forgot who was on this one, but you can skip that too as well. Witchblade is actually been decent. Terminator, that's the other one by Declan Shalvey, guy, the writer of Thundercats. That's been a good series. Alien Paradiso. I don't know. You getting that, Jay? Who was reading Lady Mechana? Wasn't Lady Mechana a Kickstarter book years ago? I always thought it was.
I forgot who published it, but it was through regular.
It was like Anarch Press or Annie Press.
Might have been Dynamite. No, I'm not sure.
Powerpuff Girls. Shiver Suspense Stories. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many pages you get for your $8, but I don't trust that. Just no.
Gotham City Sirens. It's another. Yeah. And then In Bloom. What is this? It's Boom Studios. Who's the writer? Michael Conrad. John Pearson. Why does Michael Conrad sound familiar?
Is he part of? He's part of Clunrad.
Clunrad.
Yeah,
Becky Clune.
Somebody named Clooney and then Conrad. They write a lot of the bad. They team up to write a lot of
Wonder Woman,
mediocre books,
and Bizarre Avengers. John Pearson, The Infernals. Present a boundary pushing science fiction evocative, or it's not evocative of The Last of Us, Blade Runner, and Annihilation. And yeah, no thanks. And then what else we got going in? In fact, something out this week too. If you don't have this, is Green Lantern number 59. First appearance of Guy Gardner. Not Guy Gardner, but Guy Gardner. If there's two of them.
And Cap 117.
Yep. And Defenders of the Earth is out this week as well.
Yeah, that's my number 6. Oh, Clunan. Okay, Clunan.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Becky Cloonan. Yeah, it was Wonder Woman. We got here The Brood, and then no, not the Brood that we like, but Bloodshot, and we get into some Grim Tales of Terror. Those are good too as well. Xenoscope, but the holiday specials pushed all the way to the bottom. That's funny. Yeah, started getting into our variants. Betty and is this digital? I never see the Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest books at all in my shop.
They may not get ordered.
Are those the little thick one? Okay. Then I take it back. I do see them, but I don't see them being every week though when they come out or whatever. They have back issues. That still drives me nuts. They actually advertise these digital things here. It's only a webtoon. But and then variants. Oh, all the variants. There you go. Here you go, Jay. Weekly Shonen Magazine. I guarantee none of them are guys.
Before we head over to the trades, I'll be right back.
All right. So, all righty. What's going on in the chat here? Heard my name again. Jay, you're just very conceited. You keep thinking you hear your name. I'm not saying your name whatsoever. They sold in stores. What sold in stores under Quinn? The Lady Mechanica, or what are we talking about here? Alrighty. Oh. Oh, mini Archies. Okay. Jay says, I'm going back and forth to the comic book room. Why don't you just like sit there with your phone in the comic book room or iPad and watch? Then you won't miss a single minute of my voice. Oh, so Becky Cloonan is married to Conrad. All right. So I did pick up some books the other day. I was going through. I got some more DC stuff, and I'll be showing those off on Wednesday. I went to go to my store, sold a lot of my modern books, got rid of my DC, and I picked up some back issues. Just been looking forward to just finding like new books to invest in my shop. I got some Miss Marvel, Volume 1. So when I say Miss Marvel, I mean like Carol Danvers. I don't mean the other one. But I was able to find a couple issues of those, and then I grabbed something off the wall at the shop. Basically, a lot of cool stuff is on sale at my shop right now. I had half off, but I'm trying to find some more Christmas stuff. Oh, one of the things I did pick up was the 1993 Marvel Holiday special they put out. So it's kind of excited to find that. Yeah, I've been going around my shop and just basically trying to find just Christmas issues of they did, whether it's Amazing Spider-Man, Captain America, Batman, the Flash or whatever. Yeah, I picked up a Marvel Holiday, the 1993 version, at my shop the other day. I was shocked. He's like, he just got in and is like, sweet. You know what I saw in my they have because they have an overflow because my books are trying to get rid of them for $1. Yeah, per issue, I could get the Magic Order, Volume 2, going through. My shop had, and they had Volume 3. Somebody sold a bunch of those, and I was just like, there's so many Mark Millar books in there, and I'm just trying to think. It's like, did somebody just decide they needed the money, or did their wife sell it, or whatever? Because I was like, then you look in that same box, so you go there, it's like, oh, here comes the crappy DC like Gay Pride and some of the other pandering books they put out the past couple of years. So it was interesting to see that they you had older books mixed in and they were the same price. And it's sad because it's like those books, like the DC Pride, some of those one shots are like they're $9,
Yeah.
but they're going for $1.
Well, sometimes that's the end result of virtue signaling.
It's, I said, like even in books today that aren't, like I said, that aren't even part of the virtue signaling. It's sad. You look at like a Batman book that goes for $6. Within a year or two, it's down to $1.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that
There's no sentimental value.
The problem with the most of the Pride anthologies is they don't use a lot of the characters. Like they can do a Pride anthology and not use Batwoman or not use Apollo and Midnighter because they're too busy, showcasing the characters that they've retconned their sexuality, and they're all just so stereotypical, on the nose.
It's not. They're not in stories.
No, they're not. They're
propaganda.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of who this is. This is Barrett. No.
What's that?
Flash one right here. Is that Josh Williamson Volume 2 or Jeremy Adams Volume 2? The load. Mark Quaid.
No, it's
Oh, Simon Spurrier.
Spurrier.
I didn't realize he had a volume 2 out already.
That's a
When
pass.
did he get a volume 2 out? Wow, that fast?
Like a flash.
Yeah. That's another book that'll be down to like $10 or even half off, maybe more than that. Legion of Superheroes. Zap goes Legion.
Yeah, it looks like that's the
Jim
Cockrum.
Shooter. Yeah.
Um,
Cockrum, Mortimer, Bates, and Shooter. Then Dan Durgan's or Darren Rodaway, 0 Hour, Part 1. I'm tempted because those are as one of my favorite creative teams right there. Dan
Zero
Jurgens.
Hour was a decent event.
Yeah.
It didn't do what it was supposed to do, but I think
Yeah.
the idea was to clean up Hawkman's continuity, but it was still fun.
Like I said, looking at, do you have Dan Jurgens or Jerry Ordway on anything that has to do with Superman or anything DC in there, and that you can tell what time period that is? It's going to be fun. When people ask you, it's like, well, what, like Romita Senior is my favorite version of drawing Spider-Man. I think everybody says John Byrne for Superman for drawing him. I think John Byrne for changing their character, but for drawing the character, it's always been Jerry Ordway. Although John Byrne isn't that slouch either, I like his stuff. But you notice that they all kind of drew similar when it came to that book. When they had a house style, which I thought was really cool. Suicide Squad, Dream Team. Oh, my bad. I thought that was Creature Commandos. Then Black Widow and Hawkeye, Broken Arrow. Yeah. Hawkeye Epic Collection, Shattered. Jason Aaron, some passing. Hey, it says Shafted is actually the name. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was Shattered. Cause like my dreams of actually having a good story by Jason Aaron writing Hawkeye. Black Widow.
That would depend on what year.
I mean, this is Epic Collection. Aren't those usually like about 10, 15 years old?
Depends.
This might be early. This might be 2015.
That was David Aja and Matt Fraction.
1994. Okay, so it actually might be decent. Oh my gosh, it wasn't Aaron. It was Dixon. I couldn't read the print. I'm like, it has that O-N at the end. I apologize. I might pick this up now. Hawkeye 1 through 4. Hawkeye Earth's Mightiest Marksman, 1998 one shot. And then he has Hawkeye, the 2000 series 1 through 8. Avengers 502. Then the Pulse. Number 10, New Avengers 2630. Young Avengers presents. Number 6, material for Marvel Comics presents 159 through 161. I mean, Bendis is in there, so, but it's early. I mean, early Bendis is good Bendis, right? Marvel.
Better Bendis. I mean, I didn't mind the Avengers at the time, other than they're not going back and reading them.
Yeah,
there's. Well, I said I forgot how bad his dialogue was.
Yeah. Mariah is bringing up she's offended because I said and I didn't bring up Garcia Lopez. Garcia Lopez is Ramita Senior for a lot of the DC characters, especially in terms of merchandising.
Oh, that's for sure. When you see DC characters on
T-shirts or
tins, T-shirts, things like that, it's almost always Garcia Lopez.
So, hey, Justice, I remember him. Javelin was a woman. I thought Javelin was a guy. So, hopefully, I said they two again. The '90s Hawkeye said, hopefully the art's good. I might have even had some of these. New Avengers. I think I actually had that with Scarlet Witch on the cover. Huh. Cool. All right, I'll look up at In Stock Trades. Oh, and speaking of which, I need to go Once you're done here, I gotta go outside and see if my package came. I ordered Superman Exiles Omnibus Inside Trade. Got a decent price on it. I think something else too. Manifest Destiny Book 2. Weapon X-Men. That's probably modern. Trigun Maximum Volume number 3 hardcover. The Death and Return of Superman 30th Anniversary Collection. Wow. That's probably the most favorite thing I've seen here so in the trades. $17. You know it's going to be in in-stock trades. Less than that.
Yeah, well, it's basically just two, giant size, like 100-page ones that came out in 2 years. I've got both of those, so it's
I got it when it came out a while back. So I'm surprised they're releasing it.
Pine and Merrimack.
Yes.
So that's a recommend for anybody that didn't buy the 5-issue series while it was out. Very well done.
Nope. Wow, the mini Marvels. That's crazy. Marvel Governor Works. The Mighty Thor.
The beginning of the Simonson run.
Simonson, yes. Better than manga, right? You get the gray version or the blue version. Never heard of Returnal.
Can't say that I have either.
Magic Order Volume 4 is now released for $20. And Sanction as a trade. Yeah, I saw this a week or two. I finally got my issue 1 into Sanction, but it took forever. And I was just like, dude, and because I was worried because I originally thought I was gonna have a trade, but I was like, it'd been a while since the last issue came out. I was like, they're not even talking about a trade at all, And then by the time it's it's been like 2 weeks waiting for my issue to come in, and then all of a sudden I say oh, the trade's coming in. So I said what? I said, why don't you just try ordering me the trade instead and see if that works? Whatever comes faster, I'll buy that one. But yeah, gotcha, man. Mad Cave, bringing that back. Battle of the Planets. Sight and Happiness. I saw this at my shop. If you don't know Sight and Happiness, it's a YouTube channel. Do anime shorts. They're really hilarious. I like them. They're not PC whatsoever. Life Sucks, I guess.
That's one of the books I gave E.
Oh, is it?
It's getting reprinted.
Nice. They have Mark Evanier and Sergio. Space Circus. Is that the guy who did Gru?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Sergio Aragones.
Life sucks for Dave Miller. He's broke, girlfriendless, stuck in a dead-end job. Really dead-end. Dave is the night manager at the last shop. At least find his vampire-owned and operated all-night convenience store. Facing an eternity of turning hot dogs and restocking blood broth for his crappy boss and vampire governor. The future looks about appealing as the sunrise. It's bad enough that the Dave is clinging to his days as a vegetarian and refusing to feed off the humans, leaving him weak as a kitten. But when he finds himself competing with a psychotic surfer vamp Wes for the affections of Rosa, beautiful mortal flirting with the dark side, and life gets less. I love I say unlife. Gets about as sucky as impossible as can. Originally published in 2008. Oh, since that old. Bring us young adult classic back into print with a new edition. Veteran comics creator Jessica Abel for Trish Trash, Roller Girl of Mars, and Gabe Soria of Batman 66. Okay. And Warren Police from Incognegro? Or Negro? I don't know. Have crafted a timeless goth triangle coming in the age story. Oh, it sounds like Buffy and being courted by Spike and Angel. That's what it sounds like. No wonder you picked it up. Maybe I'll check it out. So, the artist is Gabe Soria, interior art. but the cover's done by the inker, I guess. Oh, what else we got here? Too Prince Valiant. Wow, those are always a kick to see that those are actually collected into trade and stuff. I remember seeing these in the Sunday's paper and been like, and I'm asking myself, what kid is reading this? But all right, but that's it for this new weeks of the book, or this week's new weeks comics. So obviously, you guys saw a lot of cool stuff. Wow. What about you, Breen? Any trades or actually that you think you might pick up this week?
No, I didn't see anything that I don't already have. So
Yeah. What we got here? See, Exiles of Baddest Omnibus. Novelization of Death and Life of Superman by Roger Stern is still one of the best novelizations of comic books I've ever read. Marania. And Unday Quinn says, I read that. So I think you might be talking about the vampire one. Or he's answering Marania. Oh, we got here. I think that's it. We're caught up on all the chats, which is shocking. This is so efficient. We haven't made it to hour 2 yet. But yeah. Give me a second. I'll grab my. I'm building my collection of Christmas books. I'll show you some. But feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Ask Spring questions.
yeah.
Well, some of these you've actually seen these already. Yeah, I was going through my books and I was like, oh, I actually do have these. That's kind of cool. So, alrighty. Take his off here. Let's see here. But this stupid circle thing off. There it goes. Cool. All right, so I was going through my boxes upstairs, and I came across some cool books. And yeah, I have this one.
Cool.
We read this on the channel, so I was shocked. I'm like, oh, I do have it. And I got it for $1 back in the day. And then this may look familiar. I think this was one of the books we had on the actual cover ranking.
It may have been.
So it's a wraparound cover. And then I was going through, and I do have the holiday special.
Very cool.
Honestly, it's just reprints of some of the other ones, but I was like, it's got House of Mystery and Jonah Hex and Sergeant Rock.
Well, actually, it's all new.
You sure? The Batman?
Yeah, look under your finger.
It says 5 all new stories, though.
Yeah.
But I was looking through it. The Batman is the Silent Night one, if I recall.
But that book's from the late 70s, so you probably saw a reprint of that.
Well, that's what my next 2 books are going to show you. Showing you some of the stories. But I mean, yeah. I was like, because it has Sergeant Rock and Jonah Hex on this, so I'm always cool to see that. Thank you, come across that. And then, here's the reprints right here. So, and of course, I got the second one as well. It's a little bit weird art on here. So, It is weird though. It says Happy Holidays from DC, but it says Christmas and superheroes. Like, why don't you just say Merry Christmas from DC?
Well, happy holidays. Because there's New Year's and shit also. But as long as they say Christmas on the cover, I'm cool with that.
Right? Merry Christmas. And then wrap it up. Some more holiday bash stuff. So I'm working on my Christmas stuff. And of course I have the Archies, which you guys already seen last week. So I was just going through. I was like, you know what? I actually have these. I'll pull these out. And actually put them together because I had these were all scattered inside my boxes upstairs. So I was excited. So I was like, oh, I do have the holiday parade. And I wonder if I bought it off of E. Can't remember where I got it from. But no, I think I might have got it from my shop. I'm looking at it now, like the prices I paid for some of these. I always keep it on the back of the book. This one was half off. It was originally $28 last year, or the year before when I bought it. So, but yeah, that's it for that. Oh, but yeah, tonight's cover rankings. If he does one, I think it's the horrors. What was it? Christmas horror or the cheesecake?
I take it we don't have the Lesters tonight.
I don't know. It's Tuesday nights. Are they?
Oh, that's right. They are available on Tuesdays,
Yeah,
aren't they?
I can't remember. Rhaegar just got here. Well, speaking of Christmas horrors, there's Rhaegar. How's it going, little Rhaegar?
Well, I'm glad we're wrapping up because I might actually have time to try to eat something without it killing me.
Without it killing you? Nah,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna kill you.
So
All right, guys.
Intense pain.
Intense, searing, hot death, pain.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it for this week. Thursday should be interesting to see what we've got here going on. And see what Zach shows up. I guarantee you Zach will be like, oh yeah, I got that Ultimate Universe over year 1, part 1. I'm like, I am that close to getting because like it has Nick Fury on there. I'm like, oh, it's Nick Fury. I love old school Nick Fury, but I'm like, what is Denise Camp gonna ruin it you know? And Chris Condon's doing the Wolverine story. I think it's in the back part of it. But oh yeah, put some cloves on that tooth, Breen.
If I had any, I'd try anything. At least it's getting a little better.
Why is your tooth naked? You put clothes on it. You know what I do? I just put cement, rubber cement, seal it up. Excuse me. Yeah, I love the real Nick Fury, not Samuel L. Jackson stand-in. No. He actually had a conversation with a gentleman at the store, and he agreed that Falcon taking on Captain America's name was stupid. But so yeah, anything else you got coming out this week? You brain the sports or just
no,
just you and the dentist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know the drill. Click like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We'll be back on Thursday for our follow-up stream. The best of the week starts at the same time at 9 Eastern. Check that out. Also, if you can, go check over on I Love Comics. Within like 25 minutes, we'll be doing a cover ranking. Checking out some more Christmas stuff. Basically, that. All you gotta do is nothing to do to join. All you gotta do is just show up, put a number in. Or do you think if it's good or bad, whatever? That's it. Just have fun. Also, check out Extreme Movie Show, where we are actually in the actual. Real quickly, I'll show you guys. We are doing a poll over there right now on there. We just got wrapped up reviewing A Shop Around the Corner. Good Jimmy Stewart movie, really good.
Glad you like that.
Yeah, the reason I think I chose it because it's Jimmy Stewart. I've been really leaning in and actually learning to love more Jimmy Stewart's movies. So I'm really having fun with that. This week's poll: Job on Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or The Thin Man. These are your 3 movies to choose from, which will be done at 7 Eastern on Extreme Movie Show this Sunday. We'll review. Choose wisely.
Hmm.
2 of them have a dog. One of them has an ugly deer with a red cocaine problem nose. But we'll see you guys later. And remember, as Amy always says, only you can start forest fires.
Yeah, she does say that
A lot. She wants everything burned down.